The New England Patriots just quietly hinted at some big changes. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron. This is Sports Talk Patriots. You guys already know I'm the daily pushing out Patriots content for people just like you who can't get enough Patriots football. Win or lose, you're watching. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, like, and at some point comment below. So today what we're going to be talking about, big changes potentially offensively for the New England Patriots. As well, what we're going to be talking about yesterday, we know the New England Patriots signed 2 people to the practice squad. We talked about Carvin, who is the offensive guard. Next, we're going to talk a little Westover. So let's jump into it. So the big news coming on the offensive side of the ball is not at the offensive line, not at wide receiver, not even at quarterback. You're probably thinking, oh my gosh, he's going to talk about Drake May. No, I'm not talking about Drake May today. Who I'm talking about is Rhamondre Stevenson and potentially having Antonio Gibson start. So off the bat, I want you to comment below. What do you think about this perspective? What do you think? Should Antonio Gibson get a start? Worth trying? I think yes. I'm leaning towards that yes. The big reason is Stevenson has fumbled in each of his first 4 games. And honestly, if you look at his stats, has not been crazy productive. So he's had 65 carries, 267 yards, averaged about 4 yards. There's times where you see him running and you're like, that is the RB1 that the New England Patriots need, especially behind a rough offensive line. So looking at that, not bad. You look over at this glaring number, 4 fumbles in 4 games, that is rough. Again, could those issues be stemming from, before getting the ball, overthinking things when it comes to the offensive line? What hole is the hole going to be there that you want? All these different things that could be. But again, he's a professional. You need to hold the ball. It's simple as that. Take care of the rock. Easy. Now, Antonio Gibson, we look at his stats, 29 carries, 155 yards. But then you jump down to passing. You see he has 7 receptions for 82 yards. And so yards after the catch when it comes to Antonio Gibson, we've known this. Antonio Gibson is a better running back out of the backfield, catching it out of the backfield. He's a little more athletic than Stevenson. Size-wise, is he as big? No. All right, Stevenson is more your true running back. Antonio Gibson is more of like that Jamar Gibbs, Alvin Kamara, J.K. Dobbins kind of type. I'm going to be able to effectively, I can hit that hole crazy hard. I can get to the second level. I can really, if I'm on a dead sprint, they're gonna have a hard time catching me. But then the big X factor is them being able to catch it out of the backfield well and get yards after the catch. So that's huge. So you look at Antonio Gibson. Antonio Gibson has not had a fumble. And so looking at this and jumping in, because you might be like, well, who even talked about this? Well, Gerard Mayo himself has said, is it a possibility that Antonio Gibson could start over Stevenson week 5 against the rough Miami Dolphins? And he said definitely under consideration. Now, in this team, offensively, anything is under consideration. Shoot, they might be doing. I jokingly say this because I don't think it's going to happen. But though Joe Milton is the 3rd string quarterback, I could see them saying, listen, he's going to do a better job in the pocket than Jacoby Brissett is. He's not going to start over Drake May. That's a given unless both of them somehow get hurt. But you never know. Anything's under consideration. Again, I'm not saying, you might be thinking, okay, I'm done with this video. I'm just joking. Everyone calm down. But he would do better in the pocket than Jacoby Brissett. Anyways, Antonio Gibson, it's worth trying. Why not? Again, out of the backfield, he's better than Rhamondre Stevenson. Has not had a turnover issue. And if you think about it, look back to the 49ers game. That huge fumble was killer, especially for a defense that had been doing well up to that point, had been doing decent, then having to go back on the field with the other team basically in the red zone. It's hard to recover on that. So I think at minimum, Antonio Gibson should get more looks. Again, Stevenson, it's one of those things. It's a double-edged sword. Okay, he doesn't start, and then does that mentally mess him up going further? And or you continue to start him and you continue to have the issues. My thought is, hopefully he's getting this addressed. I would assume after 4 games, fumbling in each game, you're going to get it addressed. And so, I don't know. It's, again, worth a try with Antonio Gibson. I really like Antonio. I think that was probably one of the best pickups the New England Patriots made from an offensive perspective. Again, offensive lineman would have been a lot better, but again, great pickup. So comment below, what do you think about this? Do you like the idea of Antonio Gibson starting? Big change. Do you think Rhamondre should stay in there? Give me your thoughts. Comment below. Last but not least, we're going to be talking about Jack Westover. This is we talked about Carvin yesterday, who was picked up to the practice squad. Jack Westover, you're probably like, why the heck are you on Wikipedia? Some of these practice squad guys, the only thing you can find on them is basically Wikipedia. And so player out of Washington, younger guy, so 25 years old. He redshirted in college at some point. Wasn't drafted, picked up by the Seahawks, dropped by the Seahawks, and then picked up by the New England Patriots. Now, I think one of the big reasons they picked him up, I'm assuming, is he's good at he's a great tight end that can block, so more of a traditional tight end. Everything else I've found, he's not crazy. He's not crazy athletic. He can run some smooth routes. But when it comes down to it, I think they want, hey, if we're going to get a tight end, he can run his routes. He can catch the ball. He's not necessarily going to be crazy after the catch, as everything says, but he can block. The New England Patriots need people who can block. It's as simple as that. Get guys out there, block. Easy enough. Easy enough, especially with people getting injured, and you've already had some issues with Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper, and so you never know. He could easily be called up in one of these weeks, so you'd rather be safe than sorry. So tomorrow we're going to be jumping into more talking about the Miami Dolphins towards the end of that episode as well, just kind of a preview going into that Week 5 matchup. Again, I think that is a very winnable game. I think when you have a quarterback like Huntley out there, a lot of people commented as well, but look at us. We have Jacoby Brissett. Yes, I would take Jacoby Brissett 10 out of 10 times over Tyler Huntley. So, again, it will be a tall order when you're going up against Tyreek Hill. There we go. Tyreek Hill, Waddle. They have weapons on that team. The question is, are we going to be able to stop them? How's that going to look? I think, again, odds, we'll see what Vegas has to say, but I have some hope. Comment below. What do you think? I appreciate you guys. Hit that subscribe button on the way out. We'll talk later. Peace.